Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew Shorts. Today, I will be reading in the rSlash Entitled People subreddit, so let's jump into it. Entitled customer ignored sauna rules, claims lifeguard assaulted him, called the cops, tried to do a hit piece of journalism, and yelled at me for not handing over personal details of the lifeguard. The title alone should tell you this person is a nutter. I work in a swimming pool part-time on the weekend, on top of a full-time job. I enjoy the change in work environments and the benefits that come with it. The pool has a sauna, steam room, and spa as well. The sauna is where it all started. This older gentleman, probably late 50s, early 60s, had started to rock up and use the sauna. Typically there is no problem with this, but he likes to lie down and have a nap in the sauna, and then crack it at staff members who check on him to make sure he's okay. He's been told multiple times that he is not to lie down and have a nap, or ignore lifeguards when they ask him to give a sign that he's okay. One day, there was a rotation on pool deck. No problems. This lifeguard was a bit more diligent in his job and saw that the head count for the sauna hadn't been updated for about 45 minutes. He sticks his head in the sauna, and a lady in there tells him that the guy lying down hasn't moved for about 30 minutes since she's arrived. The lifeguard immediately asked if he was okay. No response. Asked again. No response. Asked again, but louder, and basically yelling for the person lying down to respond. No response. Lifeguard then started the DR ABCs and went for a response that involves tapping the person on the collarbone, yelling, "Are you okay?" after radioing that we have a possible major. Well, this old man was not happy in the slightest that this lifeguard had 1. Woken him up from his nap, and 2. Had viciously assaulted him. He went off his nutter and had a massive argument with the manager about what the lifeguard did, and he demanded that the lifeguard be fired for assaulting him in the sauna. The manager told him that it wasn't going to happen, and so the old man stormed off to the change rooms, came out about 15 minutes later, and told staff not to talk to him. After 20 minutes of waiting in the foyer, the cops show up because they got a report that a person was assaulted in the They didn't even get to finish their sentence before he interrupted, yelling that he was the one who was assaulted, that it was that lifeguard out there who did it, and I demand that you arrest him for assault because management here won't do anything about it. One of the officers stayed and spoke to the manager and the man, who went from yelling to sobbing about how he was viciously assaulted in the sauna, while the other officer went and spoke to the lifeguard, who explained what he did. Cops left the facility and told the man they weren't arresting him or taking details because he was doing his job. The man promptly threw a massive tantrum as the cops left and ended up throwing a bin on the ground before storming out in tears. About 4 weeks later, a journalist from the local newspaper calls the facility because they have a story about the place and they were wanting to get a comment about it. The journalist said that this older man was assaulted in the sauna by a lifeguard, and that the facility had done nothing about it, and that the man was left bedridden for a week, and he ended up in the hospital because he had breathing difficulties, and he was covered in bruises, and that he has a possible hairline fracture on his collarbone from the assault, and he is really upset about it all. Management told the journalist what happened and even sent an incident report form about the incident, along with a few others showing that the man has been told before not to sleep in the sauna and not to abuse staff who check on him. And if they put out a defamatory story, then lawyers would be involved. Thankfully, the story was killed. Now on to me. I was working over the weekend, and the man came in with some papers that he showed me that he got from lawyers. He then told me that he was suing the lifeguard who assaulted him for damages, and that I had to hand over to him the full name, address, phone number, and date of birth of the lifeguard. I told him that I was unable to do that, and that any legal action undertaken against a member of staff has to go through the council's legal team. This is a rough transcript of what he told me. Are you finished? Yes. Good. Now do your job and give me what I asked from you. I'm not able to give you that information. If you want, are you incapable of doing your job? No, sir, I am not. Then do your job and give me the details of the man who assaulted me. Sir, I'm not allowed to give out any personal details. This is for legal purposes. You are required to hand over the information of that lifeguard to me. Sir, don't yell. And no, I am bound by contract not to give out any personal details of the staff, and any legal action goes through the council's legal team. I am not suing the council, I'm suing that lifeguard who assaulted me. If you do not hand over the information, then I'll have you charged and thrown into prison for obstructing the course of justice. Go through the council's legal— No! Give me your name right now! No, you are bound, by law, I might add, to hand over the details of that man because it's for legal purposes. Go through the legal for the third time. I am not suing the council, I am suing that lifeguard. Now give me his details. By this time, management had heard the yelling and had come down. Amazingly enough, a member of the council's legal team was there who tried to have a talk with the man, but he refused because I am not suing the council, I'm suing that lifeguard. The man left yelling at customers about how the facility is defending a man who assaulted him in the sauna and left him hospitalized. As he left, he yelled that he'll be going onto social media to have this place shut down and that he had recorded the entire incident on a hidden camera. To date, it's been 3 weeks since this incident. Nothing has appeared on social media. Honestly, I want to give this man the benefit of the doubt and chalk it up to possible dementia or other underlying illnesses, but to me, it just seems like he was a spoiled man that is used to getting whatever he wants. Perhaps a retired businessman that immediately goes to suing? So ridiculous. I've taken 2 basic first aid courses, and nearly the first thing you learn when you believe someone to be unconscious is to firmly tap on the shoulder and say loudly, "Are you okay?" in both ears. Basic first aid knowledge, which is why I'm assuming this never became a legit legal case. Because the lifeguard was just doing his job. Great googly moogly. But anyways, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed that Entitled People story. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!